Hi, I'm John Stevenson, and we're going to be talking about the problem of exclusivity in our study of apologetics. Christianity oftentimes has been accused of being an intolerant religion. Of course, the idea of intolerance is an unwillingness to accept views, beliefs, or behavior that differ from one's own. And there's a sense in which I agree that Christianity is intolerant of other faiths that differ and contradict its own. Jesus himself, John chapter 14, verse 6, Jesus said, I am the way and the truth and the life. Notice, no one comes to the Father but through me. The world likes to say there are many roads to Rome. And I suppose that's true if you're going to Rome. But if you're going to the Father, there really is one way. Jesus says, no one comes to the Father except through me. Jesus is the way. In fact, we read Acts chapter 4, verse 12. This is the teaching of the apostles. And there is salvation in no one else, for there is no other name under heaven that has been given among men by which we must be saved. Christianity claims not just to be a way to God, but it claims to be the only way to God. That's a truth claim of Christianity. Stands in contrast to some religions. For example, the Swami Vivekananda, that's one of the Hindu leaders from back in the 1800s. He said, "We accept all religions to be true." Well, what about the religions that said Hinduism is not true? Did they accept that aspect of those religions? I think that that's a self-defeating statement when one makes a claim by that. And yet, that idea of accepting truth from many sources has become very popular, even to the point of asking the question, what really is truth? You'll remember the movie Star Wars, and I'm a Star Wars fan, so I enjoyed the movie in spite of this. But there's a scene in the very first movie where Obi-Wan Kenobi says to our hero Luke, says that this evil villain Darth Vader betrayed and murdered your father. In a later film, we find out that Darth Vader was his father, and Luke approaches at least the spirit of Obi-Wan Kenobi and says, "You lied to me. You said one thing, and that wasn't true." And Kenobi answers, "Well, it was true after a manner of speaking. It was true from a certain perspective." And what he was saying is the truth is not really true. It depends whether it's your truth or someone else's truth. It only depends upon perspective. That's become a very popular way of speaking about truth. There's a common illustration that's used of certain blind people that are brought into the presence of an elephant, and one person feels the tusk and says it's a spear. Another person feels the ears about how they're waving and says, "Oh, it's a fan." One person feels the trunk with its sinewy movement and says, "Oh, it's a snake." Another feels the legs and says, "It's a tree." It's a wall. It's a rope as they examine different parts of the elephant. And what that cute little illustration misses is that in each case, it's an elephant. And the people may not understand that. They may come to a wrong conclusion about the truth, but the truth is that it is an elephant. So, truth is that which really exists, whether you realize it or not. Now, even a stop clock is right twice a day. So that means that there are any number of religions that have an element of truth, a portion. And just because you're a Christian doesn't mean that you believe that every portion of every religion is necessarily untrue. Paul himself could quote some pagan philosophers about things that they said, and in the midst of their paganism, and he could say that thing that he said, not everything that he said, but that one thing that he said was true. Even a stop clock is right twice a day, but that means that it's wrong all the rest of the times that it exists. And so we as Christians, we face all the different ideas and we say Christianity gives us true truth. All of the other religions might give us a portion here or a portion there, but in the significant things and in its entirety, Christianity gives us true truth.